Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. It's the season for all the cozy and warming dishes, and today I wanted to share with you my favorite lamb stew recipe made with bell peppers, chilies, and lots of garlic. This incredible dish is going to fill your kitchen with the most mouth-watering aromas. It's that perfect cozy comfort food dish for fall and winter. Plus, it's super easy to make. We'll start by browning our lamb meat. We'll combine it with onions, garlic, bell peppers, chilies, and loads of aromatic spices. We'll let that simmer away until the lamb meat is super tender. Add in some potatoes right at the end and then dig in to enjoy the most delicious dish. You can get all the recipe details for this recipe up on my website. I'll have the link down in the video description box below. And now let me show you how to make the most delicious lamb stew. Start by preheating a large pot over medium-high heat. I'm going to add in a drizzle of avocado oil. I've prepared about 2.5 pounds of lamb meat. I am using boneless leg of lamb that I've cubed into about 1 to 1.5 inch chunks. You can also use lamb loin chops. I'm going to brown the lamb in batches. So drop in about half of this at a time. You want to make sure this gets browned really well all over. Season the meat generously with sea salt. This first batch is ready. I'm going to take the meat out. Drop in my second batch. Let's get the second batch of lamb meat out of the pot. We're going to set this aside for now. All right, into the pan, we're going to add a couple tablespoons of butter. Drop in 1 extra large chopped sweet onion and 2 chopped red bell peppers. Just gonna stir that all together. I'll saute the onions and the peppers for about 8 to 10 minutes until they're tender. Next up, it's time for our garlic. I have 10 sliced garlic cloves, 2 large serrano chilies. I've sliced these. And now it's time for all our seasonings. I have 1.5 teaspoons of ground coriander, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. You can also use smoked paprika if you'd like. 1/2 teaspoon of dried garlic, 1/2 teaspoon of dried onion, a tablespoon of sea salt, and you can adjust this to taste, and lots of ground black pepper. Stir that all together and let it cook for a couple minutes. Time to pour in our tomatoes. I have a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Pour that in. Give that a quick stir. And we'll return all our lamb meat back into the pot. Let's pour in our beef broth. You can add anywhere from 2 to 4 cups, just depending on how thick or thin you want your stew to be. I usually just start out with a couple cups, and then as the stew cooks, if I see that the liquids have gone down a lot, I do add a couple more. You want to make sure that your lamb meat is nicely submerged. Next, bring the stew up to a boil, and once it's boiling, reduce the heat down to low, cover with a lid, and let this simmer away for about 1.5 hours or until the lamb meat is super tender, and then we'll come back to add the potatoes towards the end of the recipe. So that way they don't get overcooked. After 1.5 hours, we have this incredible, rich lamb stew, and now it's time to add the potatoes. I've peeled and cubed 5 medium potatoes. We're going to drop them right over the top. Make sure they're at least partially submerged in all that rich broth. We're going to cover this back up, bring it up to a low simmer, and let the potatoes cook until they're fork tender. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes, just depending on the size of your potatoes. Once the stew is done, I like to add a little bit of cornstarch slurry to help thicken some of those juices. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of water. Stir that all together. I'm going to take this back to my stovetop, let it cook for about a minute. And right at the end, I like to add a little bit of parsley or cilantro. Stir that in and our stew is ready to be enjoyed. Take a look at this incredible hearty lamb stew. The chunks of the tender lamb, the potatoes, the peppers. This is going to be one incredibly delicious dinner. Let's get ourselves a bowl of this incredible stew to enjoy. I love having lots of this tender lamb meat. I'm gonna steal myself a few extra pieces. And that's it for my pepper lamb stew. This has filled my kitchen with the most incredible mouth-watering aromas. I can't wait to dig in and enjoy. Don't forget to head on down into that video description box for all the recipe details up on my website. My husband and I, we love lamb, and this is one of our favorite dishes for these colder fall and winter months. It's such a cozy, hearty, warming dish. Let's go in and grab a little bit of this incredible lamb. It's so tender, coated in this incredible hearty gravy. That bite of lamb right there was amazing. So tender, so soft. It just melts into your mouth, and the flavors from the tomato and pepper gravy are incredible. It's such a hearty and delicious gravy. I'm going in for some more of this lamb. It's so delicious. And I love all the warming spices we added in here. You have a little bit of the heat from the chilies coming through. You have all the coriander, the cumin, the paprika. This is such an incredible dish. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to try this. And a must when you're enjoying this lamb stew is a little bit of toasted buttered bread. Just dip it in there, soak up all those incredible gravy juices. It's the perfect addition to this incredible dish. So hearty, so warming, incredibly delicious and cozy. This is the perfect lamb stew recipe. Thank you so much for watching my latest episode. I hope you enjoyed this incredible dinner at home, and I'll see you next time with a new recipe.